Good morning, Bears. This is Miss Larsen here. I wanted to try to explain the schedule for you in words and give you a little explanation to maybe reduce some of your stress and make some sense out of the schedule so you understand what's happening. So next Monday on the 20th, we're going to start our continuous learning education. Your parents should have received an email that has this schedule in it. But I think there's a lot of information on here that isn't necessarily pertinent to you guys, and I wanted to make sure that you knew what are the parts that you should be paying attention to. Okay, so you'll notice Monday through Friday, we've got a 7:15 start time. Don't panic. That doesn't have anything to do with you. So these times right here are meant for teachers to collaborate with each other, to have meetings, to work on our curriculum, to grade. That is our morning time to do that. So you are not expected to be in class at 7:15, no panic. Also notice that you see on Monday and Wednesdays, you will notice that there is a 9 a.m. class posting on Monday and Wednesday. All this means is that your teachers are going to be posting your work, your learning, your assignments by 9 a.m. on Monday and on Wednesday. So they'll post twice a week. So that's a guaranteed time that you know that you can check and get up-to-date information there. Then you will also notice that on Monday, we have a 6th period schedule. So it's real important, especially on the 20th, to make sure that you log in with your teachers and talk to them for that 20-minute time period. I want you to notice that during this, they are only 20 minutes. If you have 0 hour, you start at 8:30. But notice here that we go through the full 6th period schedule, and they are 20-minute segments. This is the time that your teachers will be using some type of video messaging, and we'll talk about that in a minute, on communicating with you, first of all, just how this is going to look. So Monday's time together is just going to be informational and just touching base with you guys. Notice that they're only 20 minutes. So from 9 to 9:20, you'll be checking in with first period, and then your second period doesn't start until 9:30. So that gives you 10 minutes to log off with first period and then get logged into your second period video chat. Notice that on block day, we tried to make this simple so you could remember which classes you have. So we followed our traditional block day schedule. And on block day, you will meet with your advisory, your first, your third, and your fifth. Notice that these classes are a half hour. Now, these time frames don't necessarily mean that a teacher is going to use that entire time frame to instruct, but it's guaranteed it won't go any longer than that. So you might just have a quick check-in message, and then they'll instruct you how to start your assignment, or they could use the whole time teaching you new curriculum or material. Notice on Thursday, it's 2, 4, and 6, starts a little bit later. And so you have 2 face-to-face meeting times that happen during the week. However, some teachers may use those pink scheduled times right there. They might do a pre-recorded webcast like this is right now, where they're teaching you something from a PowerPoint or a Google Slides or maybe some board work, and they're teaching you skills that you will just watch. Or they might do something live. They might give you an assignment to get on Khan Academy or something similar. So those pink times aren't necessarily meaning that it's going to be for sure a webcast or a live web meeting. It could be something that's pre-recorded. So how do you get in touch with your teachers if you have questions? Well, that's the next part. The next part is office hours. So you will notice in this schedule that you will see kind of down here that there's office hours, teacher office hours, and they have them blocked in here every day. So what this means is your individual teachers for each class are going to schedule specific hours, and they're probably going to be shorter segments, maybe like half-hour check-in times, that you have different opportunities during the week to check in with the teacher to ask questions, and this will be more of a live type chat opportunity. Some will use different programs to do that, and we'll talk about some of those in a minute. So let's just say, for example, my office hours maybe on Tuesday are going to be, because we don't have any other classes, maybe I do 10 a.m. for earth science. And then, maybe on Thursday, I'm going to do noon for AP environmental science. And, maybe I have my APES in the afternoon down here at 2 p.m. That's going to be up to each individual teacher to assign their office hours. Now, can some of these overlap? Yep, there's really no way to get around them. However, if teachers are offering multiple times a week, hopefully you'll be able to check in at least one of those times. Now, let's be honest, some of you are working right now, and if you're working during these time periods, we will be recording each of these sessions that you can check on them if you miss that time period. So send us a message through Remind or Schoology or Google Classroom or whatever platform you use. And if you can't pop in on an office hour, we're going to do our best to get in touch with you to make sure we answer your questions. So that's what the schedule looks like. I hope that helps a little bit. But then still, looking at it through kind of a parent perspective, I came up with this. So I am sending this out to my students. Okay, trying to work on multiple screens here. So I came up with this for you guys to use to help organize yourself, to figure out, what does my week look like? So you can use this continuous learning organizer, and I have your 6 period schedules in here. If you have a 0 hour, you're going to have to pencil that in. So you can fill in your teacher and your subject here. So let's just, for example, if you have me, and let's say it's for earth science, you would type that in. Then you are going to put what platform that teacher uses, just to remind you, because there's a lot of online things to remember right now. So you could say that, hey, Larsen uses Google Classroom. Oops, too many notes. And put that there. Then here, highlight which virtual meeting platform that they use. It's either going to be Google Meet or WebEx. Those are the two. We're not Zooming anymore. There were too many technical glitches with that. So these are the two that your teachers will be choosing from. But that's going to be hard to remember. So here, because I'm using Google Meet, and I took that bar away, you can highlight that to remember that, okay, Larsen uses Google Meet. And then you can type in their office hours. So like I said, maybe, it's 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. and maybe we start right at noon, and maybe I don't do Thursday office hours. And so you can make this individualized for each of your classes. So if you go, oh, 3rd period in math, I need some help. When is my math teacher's office hours? And they're all going to be right here for you on one page. The other thing I made for you here is that here are those class times on that last document that I highlighted in pink. This is all you need to be concerned with. Okay, so you've got your Monday class schedule of when you need to check in, and then your Wednesday and Thursday times. So if you fill out this whole document, and you can either print it out and write it, or fill it out online, and I would personally print it out if you have the opportunity, stick it on your fridge, then you stay organized of what it is you're supposed to be doing all week long. I hope that helps. I just thought, I was trying to make sense of it in my own brain, and I needed something visual. So I hope this is helpful for you. Feel free to use it, and hey, we're going to get started next week. And guys, we're going to hit, mountains and valleys and bumps on the road, and we will get through it together. We're going to start this slow. We're going to work on this together, and it'll be great. I'm excited that we have an opportunity to get together, because we miss you guys. And whether you want to admit it or not, I think you miss us too. So I hope this is helpful. Reach out if you need anything, and we will see you bright and early on Monday morning.